What's good, you sexy bastards? You know what it is. So you're probably thinking, that's why you stood up. You're not probably thinking that because you've read the title of the video. So as you can tell, it's an Arrow video collection, and that is what we're doing today. Yeah, so basically it's been 2 years since my last Arrow video collection, so I'm going to do it. So here they are, the Arrow videos as they stand. They stand on this, what is it, 2x3 shelf. There's two of them together. So as it stands, box sets, limited editions, into amray cases, and all that shebang. I don't keep my Arrow video 4Ks different. They're all bunched together. They're all together. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to pull them off the shelf. I want to pull you in a little bit closer. We're going to go through. We're going to talk about some of the titles. You know how we do it. You know how you do a collection video. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, grab yourself a drink. It's probably going to be a long one. I've got mine. Quite refreshing. Anyway, you stay right there. Stay. So here we are, sat down. It's crazy. Just like any other normal video. Wild times, wild times. So, Arrow Academy first. Well, plus one Arrow release that I found ages ago. Ace Ventura and Pet Detective and When Nature Calls. Saw this double pack. I thought I'd never seen them, so I got them. I've only seen Pet Detective. Quite enjoyed it the first time. Rewatched it recently. Didn't enjoy it as much. I don't know. Everyone says When Nature Calls better, so I'll give that a go. Most people I spoke to. So yeah, double pack of that. Trip to the Moon is the oldest film I have in my collection, of like my entire Blu-ray and 4K collection. Really enjoy it. It's a great little movie. It comes with the coloured version and the black and white version. Yeah, it's really good. It's fantastic. I'd seen this image all over the shop and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, really good. I like how the coloured version and the black and white version have different music and stuff like that. Gives it totally different vibes. Quite enjoy that. Being John Malkovich, haven't seen it. Had it in the collection a while. Need to give it a go. But it's really good. Bicycle Thieves. Watched this in university. Fantastic movie. It's a really good drama. Really good music. Shot beautifully. Yeah, really recommend anyone picking up Bicycle Thieves. It's a really good film. Really heartwarming. I like the view of the child on his dad when he's going. Obviously, he's doing so much because having this bike means so much to them. And yeah, it's great. That's one Italian movie. Another Italian movie, Cinema Paradiso. This is the 4K. There we go. I do really like that reversible slip. I like that. Yeah, really good film. I've only seen the theatrical version, but the theatrical version is really good. I'd really recommend this film as well. Really good Arrow 4K. Obviously, I know Academy's it's not about anymore, but I know this is still kicking around. So definitely pick up Cinema Paradiso. Really good film. Children of Men are one of the best films I've ever seen. I love this movie. I think it's really well done. The music is haunting. For someone who lives in the UK, and obviously this is set in the UK, I don't think it's very far off. Sometimes I do feel like we are living in a bit of a dystopian country, and this really helps paint. Yeah, it kind of does feel like it a little bit. So, yeah, great film. It's really harrowing. It's done by the guy who did Roma. I'm not going to even try and pronounce his name because I'm just going to fuck it up. But yeah, I'd really recommend. This is a really good film. Yeah, it's just really good. Clive Owens gives a fantastic performance. Michael Caine, Julian Moore, they're all fantastic in it. Yeah. A Finch film I haven't seen. The Game, starring Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. I've heard this is a bit of a wacky film. Yeah, but I've seen loads of stills from this movie and I've been wanting to watch it. Yeah. That's just The Game. The Hunt with Mads. There he is. Good old Mads. We love Mads. Haven't watched this one either. I've heard this is a very hard watch. But yeah. About a recently divorced primary school teacher that's locked in a custody battle. And then he gets a rumour started about him. Yeah. Very good. It's also nice to see Mads do a film in his own like native language. That's quite nice to see. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. I had this because I wanted to add more David Bowie films to my collection. And that is it for my Arrow Academies, to be fair. I don't have that many. Not really many took my fancy. I think there may be one or two that I missed, but either way, yeah, that's just my Arrow Academies. Let's get on with the actual Arrow video, shall we? So we have a big stack next to me now, and let's go with the only numbered release I have, which is 12 Monkeys by Terry Gilliam. Fantastic sci-fi movie. Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt, Madeline Stowe, incredible. I think it's shot really well. Yeah, probably. I used to fucking, what was it? Probably my second favorite Terry Gilliam film, just behind Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah, this is such a brilliant movie, and the twist at the end, oh, really good. It's just really well done. And also, it's nice to see, obviously we know what Bruce Willis went through the last couple of years, so he wasn't making the best movies. When I went back and rewatched this during that time, yeah, I was absolutely blown away by it, and reminds me of how great Bruce Willis can be in a movie. Yes, it's really good. I'd really recommend 12 Monkeys. Blu-ray edition of American Werewolf in London. Really great film. Really enjoy this. Great. I love it. I love any film set in England, really, or anywhere in the UK. Big fan of it. Yeah, a bit biased, but yeah, really great cast. I love the two American boys, and the whole surrounding cast is great. That little Rick Mail cameo in the background, that's great. Yeah, great creature effects. Very bleak ending as well. I'm glad it wasn't shy to do a bleak ending. But yeah, great film. Great transfer for a Blu-ray, actually. Takashi Miike's Audition. I heard a lot of people in the horror community recommend this, and I finally got around to watching it about a year or so ago. And yeah, fucking great drama, and the bit at the end with the girl. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Yeah, very good J horror. I can see why this is very popular. Really recommend this. Good music as well. You can hear me mention the music quite a lot. One of my favourite Japanese films of all time. It's just fantastic. Battle Royale Blu-ray edition of the director's cut. Kinji Fukusaku did an amazing job on this movie. It's so brutal. It's unflinching. It's unrelentless. It's just fantastic. All the young kid actors in this, like teenagers or whatever, they're all fantastic. The teacher guy, he's an absolute menace and a cunt, and he's also fantastic. And also the bit with the painting, for some reason, just hear me out, gives me a bit of a Midsummer vibe. I don't know. But yeah, this movie, oh, it's fantastic. If you haven't seen Battle Royale, please go pick up the 4K or go pick up the Blu-ray, because yeah, it's an amazing movie. It's so iconic. It's fantastic. Another Kenji Fukusaku series. I haven't actually watched these yet, but I picked these up because they're considered like the Godfather films in Japanese cinema. The Battles Without Honor and Humanity collection. Yeah, I've yet to open this. I really wish I could have got the big box set of this, because I'm not really a fan of these sorts of box sets with the cardboard, because you know they get damaged really easy. And if you're like me, you know I've moved around quite a lot, and this, I don't want this stuff getting damaged. But yeah, no, there you go. Pick this up in a sale. Yeah, I've been meaning to get into this. Yeah, I've heard the great things. Big Trouble in Little China. John Carpenter's my favourite director, so I had to pick this up. It's a very wacky film. I do need to give it a rewatch, because I was just, me and my ex were just a bit blown away by it and just weren't concentrating a lot of the time. Kurt Russell is really good in this. I really enjoyed him, and there's some great lines in this as well, and some great effects. It's a very different kind of John Carpenter movie, and I really enjoy that, actually. Still, yeah, very enjoyable. Argento's Bird with the Crystal Plumage Blu-ray. Used to have the 4K, sold it, but I want to get the 4K back. This is a very good giallo. I really like this. Really love the twist. The main actor, it's really good as well. Don't know his name, not going to try and pronounce it. Yeah, it's just a really strong giallo. It's not my favourite Argento film, but yeah, I still think this is a very, very strong giallo from Argento. I can see why everyone really likes it. Blood Rage. This is a really good Thanksgiving horror movie. I haven't seen Thanksgiving, so I haven't really got anything else to compare it to, but I really like this. I like the twist. It's really fun. There's some really fun kills in this. Yeah, and the main actor, the guy on the cover, is really good. I really enjoy this, honestly. It was really good. I remember watching it for the first time a day after Thanksgiving. I know I'm not American or whatever, but I wanted to watch it on Thanksgiving, but I was really annoyed with myself. Frank Henenlotter's Brain Damage. Now, this is a fantastic film. This is so good. When I saw this was on Arrow Video, I bought it immediately because, yeah, I remember watching a review on Cinemassacre's Monster Madness about this, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I watched it, and oh my god, it's so batshit crazy, but it's so good. The little creature, is it Emmett? Elmer's. Really good. Very trippy film. All of the trip sequences are wild. Some great gore effects and great practical effects, and some cool music as well. Yeah, recommend Blood Rage the next time. If you don't want to buy it full price, get it in the sale because it's so good. It's so good. I'll do a double bill here of the Bride of Reanimator and Beyond Reanimator. I've watched this. Reanimator is really good. This is actually quite a solid sequel. I have yet to buy this, but I didn't want to miss out on the glow in the dark slipcover because I do what I've seen so far of the Reanimator series, I've really enjoyed. I heard this is obviously the weakest because this was made quite a few years after the second one. It was like 2003, 2002 apparently, around about that time. Yeah, 2003 it says at the copyright at the bottom, so maybe that's when it came out in the UK. But yeah, that's that. The Burning. This is a very iconic slasher movie. It was banned in the UK for quite a while, actually. I remember this was when I wasn't really into buying Blu-rays and stuff. I'd always see this and I always wanted to pick it up because I heard so many things about it. And yeah, it's a really gory slasher movie. Corpsey is a fucking relentless villain. It's probably one of the only few films in the last couple of years to make me jump properly. And yeah, really good. Yeah, it's really good. Shame it's by the Weinsteins, isn't it? But apart from that little negative fact, really good movie. Really good movie. Tom Savini did an amazing job on the effects. Double bill here. Again, Candyman, Blu-ray, and the 4K. Oh, fantastic horror movie. It's one of my favourites. It's shot up. Like, I've watched this so many times since I first watched this. It's so good. Again, Tony Todd, such an iconic villain. What's her name? Virginia Madison? She's fantastic in this. But Tony Todd steals the show. Fantastic. Such an iconic villain. The music as well. Oh my god. The cinematography, fantastic. The themes in this movie as well. God damn it. It's so good. Go watch Candyman. And this 4K, fantastic. Really annoyed I missed out on the limited edition 4K re-release of the... Yeah, another fantastic horror movie here to end off this section. And it is Brian De Palma's Carrie. Oh, fantastic horror movie. The lady who plays Carrie, she's brilliant. That John Travolta is really good in this as well. Yes, probably one of De Palma's best movies. It's probably my second favourite De Palma movie. It's really, really good. I really enjoy this. Yeah, it's Carrie. What more do you need to say about it? It's just an incredible movie. Yeah, really enjoy this. Love Carrie. Right, let's get on to the next shelf, shall we? We have Creepshow 2. George Romero's The Crazies. Watched this in COVID during lockdown, and yeah, it was quite fitting seeing like the government try and deal with this mass outbreak and it not going so well and some shady shit going on. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't like. I know a lot of people like the remake, but I really enjoyed this for what it was. A very different take, like for his work, you know. Well, no, technically it's an infection. It's like zombies, but it's not as, I don't know, but it's still really good. I really enjoyed The Crazies personally. I quite liked it. I bought this off the recommendation of Leon Talks Films when he's did one of his old, it was a pickup video. Actually, he's doing a Arrow video collection at the moment as well, so I'd go recommend going that. I've been enjoying it actually. But that is Clapboard Jungle. This was a really good documentary following the work of Justin McCornell. And yeah, it's really good. He's got this release stacked. He's got loads of his short films. How many short films has it got on here? 13 of his short films. Some really fantastic interviews, and it shows the really big struggle of trying to make it in the industry and how hard it can actually be, which is really good. It's really eye-opening. And I really like this slip. Do I have the reversible art on there? Yeah, there we go. Very nice. Clapboard Jungle. Would really recommend that as well. It's very good. Very, very good. Cold Light of Day. I bought this when I was going through my Arrow video craze collection when I first bought this channel. I really like this slip. I'll give it that. It's about the Des murderer, but it's very gritty, very old 70s UK style. It's probably one of the weakest Arrow videos I've watched, but yeah, I'll give it a rewatch at some point, but I didn't really enjoy it that much. Gaspino's Climax. This is really good, really tense, shot beautifully, and the twist at the end. Oh, yeah, again, harrowing film. To be fair, I haven't seen any film by Gaspino that hasn't made me fucking feel like a void at the end of the movie. But yeah, Climax is really good. It is my favourite of his work I've seen. Cat o' Nine Tails, I did originally have the 4K limited edition, but I sold that off. Rebought the standard edition 4K. When the sale was on, as you can tell there. Never see the normal Blu-ray out in the wild for some reason. Crimson Peak, really like this Del Toro film. Really good, shot beautifully, great music, great costume design. Anytime we're outside with the red clay with the house, looks iconic, and some great effects in this as well. Ghost is freaky as hell. But yeah, good. Croupier, the 4K here. This is a This is a Mike Hodges film. Guy did Get Carter. I bought this limited edition because it was actually quite cheap, to be fair, in a sale. It was like £14 limited edition, which comes with a new feature-length documentary and stuff like that. Yeah, but I watched this a couple months ago, and it's really good. It's a really good Clive Owen's performance as well. I really enjoyed this movie. As for someone who works in the gambling industry and stuff like that, it was quite interesting to see. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Again, Clive Owen's fantastic in this movie, and I really love this slip. I really love this slip. It's one of my favourite, one of these sorts of limited editions in my collection. But yeah, really good. Would recommend it, actually. Dave Made a Maze. This was also quite fun as well. Love the set design. I love how it's fun, it's dark, all at the same time. It's really good. I remember watching the trailer and being blown away by how funny it looked, and then yeah, watched it, and yeah, Dave Made a Maze is really good. I'd also recommend that as well. The David Cronenberg early works. Watched this for the first time in January this year. Really like Transfer. Really like From the Drain. Not really a big fan. Not a fan of Stereo or Crimes of the Future. I think they drag a little bit. Especially Crimes of the Future. I've heard that about the actual movie, which I haven't seen yet. But yeah, I got it for cheap on one of the sales. So yeah. The Dead or Alive trilogy by Takashi Miike. Really like Takashi Miike's work. Meant to watch this. The description on the back is incredible because the beginning with an explosion, 6-minute montage of sex, drugs, and violence is what a way to fucking sell a franchise. What a way to sell a franchise. Deeper You Dig. I heard this was quite enjoyable, so I bought that on a sale. Deep Red. Probably my favourite Argento movie. To be fair, I really like this. I love the music. It's very creepy. Yeah, just really love it. The music and the doll scenes are horrendous. Yeah, really like Deep Red. Really like Deep Red. Another fantastic movie. I remember watching the trailer for this, and oh my god! As soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, I need to get this movie. Saw the movie, watched it, and I've shown it to a couple people, and they absolutely love it. That's Dinner in America. Fantastic movie. Really glad to have this with the slip as well. I think they've announced this on 4K. Did they announce this on 4K? I don't know if they've announced it on 4K, but if they have not, I would love to see that. But no, Dinner America is so great. It's so it's a good punk movie. If you like Heathers, if you like Mean Girls, you'll really like this. It's really good. I highly recommend this movie. It's so good. It's one of my favourites in the Arrow Video collection. Definitely one of my favourite movies of all time and in this collection. Donnie Darko, fantastic Jake Gyllenhaal performance. Controversial opinion, I know everyone likes the theatrical cut. I way prefer the director's cut. Not a really massive fan of the theatrical version. I just really like the director's cut, but that's just me. But yeah, Donnie Darko, you have to watch it once. It's a fantastic movie. It's really great. And this presentation on this 4K is really good. It's not 4K, the 4K transfer on that disc. Doom Asylum, bought this as a recommendation of the podcast that they did. I don't know if they still do it, to be fair, but yet to see it. Same with The Driller Killer, and another one I haven't seen is Toby Hooper's Eaten Alive. Big fan of Toby Hooper's work, so I'm meaning to give this a watch, because it's not the only Arrow Video, Toby Hooper film on the Arrow Video collection. But yeah, that's another cube done, guys. So, we continue with Exorcist 3. I do really like the sequel, much prefer the theatrical version over the Legion cut. Rewatched the Legion cut, and I was just like, I did enjoy it the first time, rewatched it, yeah, I wasn't too pleased with it, but the theatrical cut, and again, one of the best jump scares in the entire horror franchise. Really good. I think it's a strong sequel, personally. I really enjoy it. Evil Ed's also bought on recommendation. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. This is really fun. I really enjoy this. Yeah, my favourite scene will always be the barbecue scene where she's drugged everyone. I love it. And I love how much she doesn't like this dog, even though that dog is punk as fuck when she gives it a makeover. Yeah, really enjoy Elvira, the Dark, Mistress of the Dark. The El Deuce tapes. This was a wild documentary about a fucking unhinged man. Yeah, I really enjoyed this because I remember seeing this plastered everywhere. Thought I'd give it. I got it on a sale, watched it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like watching documentaries about weird, crazy, fucked up, evil people, bad people. It's just interesting to watch, and this was a really good presentation done by Arrow Video. Yeah, good release. Edge of the Axe. I had this originally, sold it because I didn't really like it. I bought it again to give it a rewatch. But I bought it in the sale this time. I really do like the cover though, and the trailer that Arrow did was very good as well. So maybe I'll change my mind. Again, double booking here of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. We got the Blu-ray and we got the 4K because I love this movie. It's my favourite Terry Gilliam movie. I think it's fantastic. Like Johnny Depp, what's his name? Benicio del Toro. Yeah, also really good. The guy from Sicario. He's really good movie. Really good, really fun, wild, crazy movie. Would really recommend Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I love this slip. And I just realised this is a limited edition apparently. Fair enough. Didn't know that. Flowers in the Attic. This was a gift from my ex because she really liked the book and the movie, and I think she liked the remake as well. Either way, we watched this together. Yeah, really good actually. I was quite surprised how much I enjoyed this movie. And it's also got Louise Fletcher in this movie for the evil nurse from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Great performance in this as well. Yeah, Flower in the Attic. Good movie. Frank and Hooker. I really like Frank Hemmelotter's movies, so I had to pick this. This one I've yet to see, but apparently it's wild. One of my favourite Arrow video releases here, and that is the Gamera Heisei Trilogy Steelbook. So if I open it up there, it's very nice. I love this. I do have one other release for this, but I couldn't pass this up. I absolutely adore this movie. Obviously it's fairly free because it's the Heisei Trilogy. Gamera the Brave is a Millennium film. I don't care what anyone says. It came out in the new millennium, so it's a millennium film, just like the Godzilla films. And if you want to fucking argue with me on that, you're wrong. But yeah, and then you got Iris and Gamma on the back of the disc. But yeah, I love this. Interesting art all the way through. Fantastic. Yeah, great movies. Would recommend. Giants and Toys. The Guyver. This is a wild film. It's great effects in this as well. But yeah, fucking wild film. Oh, Heathers. Also a recommendation from my ex. It was one of her favourite movies, and we watched it. And yeah, blown away by it. Winona Ryder, Christian Slater, fantastic. Both incredible movies. I could see that Mean Girls took a lot of inspiration from this, and I love Mean Girls as a movie as well. So yeah, really love this. I'd love to see Heathers the musical. I've got the 4K pre-orders as well. Heathers is fantastic. Would recommend. Do a double bill here as well. Hills of Eyes and Hills of Eyes Part 2. I really like this Wes Craven movie. I know a lot of people compare it to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I think it's I think it has a bit of a different tone to it just because it's set in the desert and there's like cannibals and stuff like that. But I like the switcheroo, whereas like Sally in Texas is running for her life, whereas these guys get revenge. And then surprisingly, I didn't hate this as much as I thought I was going to. It's not as good, don't get it twisted, but yeah, I still had some fun with it. So, but easily one of the more weaker Wes Craven movies that I've seen. Horror Express, basically The Thing on a Train, but I love that 80s hammer horror feel to it. Again, how can you go wrong with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing in a movie? It's fantastic. I'd recommend Horror Express. ICU, me and my mate Brad have seen this, but I bought the Blu-ray as well. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it actually, surprisingly. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. And I also forgot that Helen Hunt is in this movie. That's crazy. But yeah, ICU, got the slip with that as well. So yeah, very nice. And The Incredible Shrinking Man. I haven't seen this yet, but I've heard this is a very good classic sci-fi movie. So that's the end of that shelf, and we're on to the next one. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, one of the most iconic sci-fi movies of all time. This is obviously the 80s remake with Donald Sunderland. May he rest in peace. Very sad news. He was a fantastic actor, and this is a great performance by him. Jeff Goldblum is also really good in this. Leonard Nimoy as well, some great performance in this, and one of the most iconic horror endings of all time. Yeah, really recommend Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I might upgrade it to 4K to be fair, because I really enjoy it. Yeah, again, rest in peace, Donald Sunderland. Double pack of the Invisible Man and the Invisible Man Appears and the Invisible Man versus the Human Fly. This is my most recent watch. It's the Jesus Shows You the Way to the Highway. This is the limited edition, and yeah, it's such a wild fucking film. It's clearly made bad, like intentionally, like sort of like Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I got a lot of laughs out of it. But yeah, it was quite wild. I thought it was going to be wild by the title and the opening on the back. It's like when you cross Afrofuturism, Cold War paranoia, and the dystopian world of Philip Dick and 60s exploitation cinema, along with a hefty dose of Lynch surrealism. Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's really good though. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, probably a very underrated release by Arrow Video, and I love that slip. So good. Oh, one of my favourite movies on the collection, and it is probably my favourite Park Chan-wook film. I know, even over Old Boy, it's crazy, but it's Joint Security Area. I love this drama. It's so good, and it's about an incident that happens on the ceasefire zone, the neutral zone, and a Korean lady from Switzerland is brought in to work out what happened. And when you start watching the events of it unpiece, and we get to the events of what happened, yeah, honestly, it's a really good film. It's heartwarming, it's heartbreaking, and yeah, it's got some great action sequences in there as well. And also the bits in the snow as well look beautiful. I love what Park does with showing snow in Korea. I think all those shots he ever does, and like this and Lady Vengeance and Old Boy, look incredible. And I'm pretty sure there's some in Handmaiden as well. But I love all of his work pretty much. I still need to watch I'm a Cyborg. I've got it in the pile over there that I need to watch. King of New York. This is by Abel Ferreira. This is the guy who did Driller Killer. I've seen this movie. This is really good. Great Christopher Walken performance. There's great cast in this. Yeah, I would recommend this, and it's a good 4K transfer as well. I'm not a really fan of this matted sleeve though. It gets stuck on the shelf. But also that's a really nice cover too. I really like both of these. Christopher Walken here. Oh, sorry. It seems we're being hit by a load of my favourites at the moment. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'd known about this for well over like 15 years, and I finally got around to watching it just after COVID. Like, naturally, no, just before COVID. It's one of the earliest Arrow videos I got in my collection. And yeah, fantastic movie. It's so good. It's so good. It's so funny. It's so well put together. All of the costumes, the set design, it's brilliant. Honestly, if you haven't seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, do yourself a favour and track down a copy. I know that these ones are like gold dust, but Screen Factory have got it, so get yourself an import. Fucking incredible movie, honestly. Last House on the Left, really not a fan of this Wes Craven movie. It's one of my least favourites. It's very cheap, feels like a porno, can't lie to you. Life Force by Tobe Hooper, this is really good, so I really enjoy this. I know a lot of people of a certain age only like it because of the naked lady in it, but overall it's a really good sci-fi film, really great set design and really good music. I really like this Tobe Hooper film. It's really good, and I love that cover as well. Hella freaky. Lords of Chaos, this is based on the Norwegian black metal scene. Yeah, it's really good, based on the truth, the lies, and everything, like as it says at the beginning, and it's a really good dramatization. Obviously, if you're interested in metal genres and like metal films and just like metal as a whole, I'd recommend watching this. I know a lot of black metal fans don't really like this, and I'm not a black metal fan, but I did really enjoy this, and it made me want to learn more about the genre, because black metal is very hard to get into. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, to be fair. I thought it was really good. Oh, another fantastic movie, Bob Hoskins and The Long Good Friday. Watched this on Good Friday this year. One of the best English crime films of all time. Bob Hoskins is a brilliant East End villain. He is so good. I would really recommend getting this. I'm thinking about upgrading this to 4K because it's just that good. It's just that good. Manatee. I haven't seen it yet. It's got John Goodman in it though. I like him. My Stepmother is an Alien. I really like the cast by the looks of it, but yet to watch it. Naked Lunch, I did go on a bit of a David Cronenberg binge at the beginning of the year, watching most of his films, and I hadn't seen Naked Lunch, so I added it to the collection this year. Oh, another great Clive Barker film here, Nightbreed, really enjoy this. David Cronenberg's actually in this as well, fun fact. But yeah, great costume design, great like messaging in there about like who we see as who really are the villains and who are the monsters and stuff like that. Yeah, really good movie. I recommend Nightbreed. Another fantastic movie here, the 4K steelbook of Old Boy there. Really love this movie. Had to get it when I remember I watched Old Boy, and then they announced this 4K steelbook, so I had to pick this up. But yeah, really good film. Absolutely love it. And that fucking smile on the front there is harrowing. Like the movie itself, fucking harrowing. The One Missed Call trilogy, picked it up mainly for the first one because Yeah, Takashi Miike directed it, and I never saw the American remake, but I knew it was like a big film, and I heard that the Japanese version is much scarier, so I bought that. Over the Edge, learning from Leon's video that this apparently was Kurt Cobain's favourite film, or one of his favourite films. But yeah, and it's got, what's his name from, Matt Dillon from The House that Jack Built. That's a fucking wild film. But yeah, great performance in that, and I've heard this is quite good, so I bought it. And Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs, probably my second or third favourite Wes Craven movie. It's so good. Actually, I'll go second. New Nightmare is third. But yeah, this is so good. It's really good. Oh, absolutely fucking wild. And yeah, it's so good. This needs a rewatch because I enjoy this movie so much. Give People Under the Stairs a watch. Heard it here first, folks. Phenomena by Dario Argento, probably his least favourite film of his I've watched. Jennifer Connelly gives a good performance, and I wasn't expecting Donald Pleasance to be in this movie, but yeah, I might sell this for reasons you'll see later, but yeah, that is Phenomena by Dario Argento. Not a massive fan of that one. Phantom of the Paradise, one of the few Brian De Palma films I haven't seen, so I wanted to add it to the collection. Pieces, I've heard this is a very, very gory film, so a lot of people recommend it in the horror space, so I thought I'd get it. Pitch Black, because my neighbour used to go on about the Chronicles of Riddick series all the time, so I picked this up, I watched it, and I really enjoyed it, actually. I quite enjoy this Vin Diesel performance. I like the slips there as well. Shame the 4K didn't come with it. And Chronicles of Riddick did just get announced on 4K, so I've actually pre-ordered that as well, because I'd like to watch it. Psycho 2, very underrated horror sequel, really good. I really enjoy this. I love Psycho 1 more, but this film as well, it's fantastic. I would really recommend giving this a go because it's really good. I love how different. I like how the first one feels very 60s and this feels very 80s. But yeah, Anthony Perkins is really good in this movie as well. Would recommend it. Wreck, but this is a really good zombie film. Lauren from Lauren's Collections used to go on about this film quite a lot, so I got this for my birthday. The 4K steelbook of RoboCop. I absolutely adore this movie. It's so good. I had to get the 4K steelbook as well. Yeah, very nice. Absolutely adore this movie. It's so good. And the scene where he's throwing what's his face through the glass of the panes of glass, he does it 3 times. It's one of the fucking funniest things I've ever seen in my life. One of the funniest things I've seen in a dystopian sci-fi movie. It's so good. And the effects are great as well. Love a bit of stop motion as well. Rollerball, I picked this up on a recommendation from John over at John Chelovic's Movies. I know he got a big 4K box set, same with Euphoria, Key from Euphoria Pictures, so I picked that up. Sailor Suits and Machine Guns, but this is a very good Japanese film. I was going through a phase of extending my Japanese collection, films from Japan, so I added that. Season of the Witch was alright. Didn't really vibe with it that much. Doesn't that look like Amy Adams just a little bit on the front there? Doesn't it just? 16 Candles, I got this in sale because I hadn't seen this out in the wild for ages, and it was with a slip, so I thought I'd pick that up. The Snake Girl and the Silver-Haired Witch. This is a Daiei Films release, and I'm a big fan of the Gamera movies and Daimajin films, so I picked that up as well. Richard Kelly's sophomore film, The Southland Tales. I watched this very recently. Bit confused, I must say. It was nice. It was a very interesting performance by The Rock, which I must say. But yeah, I only watched the theatrical cut, so I'm going to give the director's cut a go. I know it's only an extra 13 minutes, but we'll see what it does. Society by Brian Usner, big Brian Usner fan, so I had to add that to the collection. The Stuff, The Stylist, this is the limited edition version here. This is by, what's her name? Jill, can't say her surname, I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Sorry, Jill, but this is a really good movie. I did really, really like this. Arrow Video were pushing this quite a lot. And yeah, the exclusive disc 2, you get the CD from the film, the soundtrack. And the soundtrack was actually pretty good, to be fair. I did really like this, dealing with like personality and stuff like that. Yeah, I would really recommend The Stylist as well. It's quite an underrated movie, if you ask me. We got Switchblade Sisters by Jack Hill. He did Spider Baby, Coffee, Foxy Brown, and the Swinging Cheerleaders. So I wanted to add that to my collection. Kim Ji-woon film here. And that is Tale of Two Sisters. This is a really good film. A great film to watch around Halloween time. Yeah, the performance from the two sisters as well is really good. It's not my favourite Kim Ji-woon film, I must say. That's I Saw the Devil. But this film as well, It's a really good film, and I'm really happy to have this with the slip as well because it's a really good movie. Yeah, that is the next square done. We've got one more left of the amray cases, and then we'll move on to box sets, won't we? So yeah. So we got Tenebrae, another one of Argento's I hadn't seen, but I love Argento, so I wanted to add it to the collection. I think the only one I don't have is Inferno and Fourth Lives on Grey Velvet. Or whatever the film was called. I had that, the Shameless release, and I sold it, but I want to get that back because I want to see it. Because I've heard it's quite underrated. A great Tobe Hooper film, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Love this. Great horror sequel. I like how it doesn't even try to replicate the first one. It just does its own thing. And yeah, I think this succeeds. It's so wild. It's so bonkers. But again, it's a really good film. Dennis Hopper's really good in this. Bill Moseley, Caroline Williams, all fantastic. Really love this film. Yeah, I like it just as much as the original. That's a lie. I love the original way more, but I really love this as well. Fantastic sequel. There's Always Vanilla, the last one in the Before Night and Dawn trilogy. Yeah, haven't seen it, can't tell you much about it. The Thing, my second favourite John Carpenter movie. It's so good. This 4K transfer on this disc is really good. I do have the Universal new release somewhere as well. I think it's under the bed now. You'll see that in a later video. Yeah, this is really good. It's so good. I remember me and my old housemate George watched this. It's one of the best horror movies of all time. One of the best remakes of all time as well. So good. If you haven't seen The Thing, what are you doing to yourself? Go watch The Thing by John Carpenter. It's really fucking good. Terry Gilliam's Time Bandits. Terry Gilliam's Tideland. Versus. This film is done by the director of who did Godzilla Final Wars, and this movie's fucking batshit crazy, but it's so good. It's so enjoyable. This is the limited edition, which comes with the original verses, and then you've got Ultimate verses on the second disc. But yeah, this movie's so good. There's the reversible there for you. Guy breaks someone out of jail to fight zombies in the Forest of the Dead and to open the gates to hell, and it's fucking crazy. Just give it a watch. I need to show this to my buddy Josh because I know he'd really like this movie. I've been telling him this for ages. Videodrome is my second favourite David Cronenberg movie. It's so good. James Woods delivers a fantastic performance. It's so eerie. It's so creepy. It's shot beautifully, and that ending as well leaves me with quite a strange feeling. But yeah, the conspiracy twists in this it's really good. Videodrome is a fantastic movie. I'd really like to upgrade that to 4K as well. Warning from Space, this is a Daiei Studios movie as well. It's basically just Arrival, to be honest, but back made in the 50s. And it's not that long, it's only 87 minutes, but yeah, it's quite enjoyable. I remember there was a film recently, or a TV show, that there was a clip of it. I always do it, I can't remember what it is, I always go, that's Warning Out of Space. If anyone knows what it is, you let me know. Waterworld, featuring Kevin Costner. I've heard it's one of the biggest movie disasters of all time, but I wanted to watch it. Not a massive Kevin Costner fan though, so we'll see how that goes. Weird Science by John Hughes, another one of his I haven't seen. The only one I've actually seen by him is Breakfast Club, one of the best British comedies of all time, and that is with Niall and I. Oh, this is so good. I know the 4K's recently just come out, so I'm hoping to maybe snag myself one of these because this movie is so good. This is only on 2K restoration, so I'd like to see it on 4K, but this is really good. Richard E. Grant, Paul McGann, fantastic. Paul McGann is one of the best British actors ever, and I fucking love him, and whenever he turns up, he's fantastic. I wish the BBC would greenlight just a small run of TV shows so he can do some Doctor Who stuff because he's fantastic. Yeah, highly recommend this film. It's so funny. And one of my favourite scenes is we went on holiday by mistake. And, it's just are you the farmer? Stop fucking saying that. Of course he's the fucking farmer. Oh, brilliant. The Woman, I picked this up off a recommendation by Craig. Used to be Extra Gore. I know he's still on Instagram. I don't know if he's coming back to YouTube anytime soon, but I remember him recommending this. This has also got a 4K recently. Also, look at that fucking price drop from $17.99 to $8.99. How could you miss that? But yeah, I've heard recently from Leon's videos that the short film before the prequel one is actually also really good as well, and I'd really like to see that, but it only comes on the limited edition. So maybe I might, if I really enjoy this, I'll snag the limited edition to see what the short film is like. But yeah. Oh, and the last one is this Mario Barber or is this Lucio? It's Lucio Fulci's, and that is Zombie Flesh Eaters, and this is a fucking wild film, but it's so good. It's so good. I'm not really a massive zombie fan. Like, I like Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead, and Shaun of the Dead, but Zombie Flesh Eaters, what a great movie. Zombie Shark. Zombie Shark. Zombie fucking Shark. If you haven't seen it already, go watch Zombie Flesh Eaters. It's so good. So yeah, that's all the amray cases. So I'm guessing it's time we get onto these bloody box sets. Shall we? Yeah, you stay right there. So here we are. Big stack for the top shelf. Most of my favourite releases are in the limited edition box sets. But yeah, starting off, you've already seen this, but I did pick up the 4K transfer, and that is the limited edition of American Werewolf in London. I've already said enough about this. I wanted to pick it up. There's the reversible for you. Very nice, very happy to have this. Again, you've already seen me get this, but I love this edition so much. I've done a review. This was my first like big successful videos, and that is the unboxing and review of Battle Royale on 4K. It actually comes with the second one as well. Yeah, I've already said enough about this movie. It's fantastic, but this release itself is one of my favourite things. It comes all with all these digipacks, trump cards, a really thick booklet of like 100 pages, posters galore. Yeah, it's really good. Comes with both the director's cut and the theatrical cuts of both movies on 4K. But yeah, one of my favourites. I love the design. There's all the 41 children on the back. Yeah, I think the teacher's on here as well. No, he's not. But yeah, fantastic edition. Really glad to have this in my collection. Before I had my hiatus, I did do a review on this, and this is Blood and Black Lace by Mario Bava. This is a very influential Giallo movie, and I know I can see why. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it how it comes with a slip, and it also comes with reversible art as well. And on the other side as well, it's different from this art as well. I really like this edition. Yeah, the colours, the score, the twists, it's really good. And because this was such a short, hard Blu-ray to get hold of, I'm really happy that they re-released this on 4K, because yeah, I love this edition. Children of the Corn limited edition. This was one that I bought a blind buy during my big Arrow like phase back when the channel was first in its like infancy and stuff like that. I watched this for the first time last Halloween. I quite enjoyed the first one. 2 and 3 were just a bit naff. Probably will keep it, give it another go. Didn't hate the second one. It was okay, and the third one was just a bit eh. Can't really remember much of the third one. But yeah, that's the Children of the Corn limited edition trilogy. Cold War Creatures, which is 4 films by Sam Katzman. Mainly bought this for the Giant Claw, because I've always wanted to see that. But most of these movies look quite fun. They're not very long, either of them, like about an hour and 20 each, hour and 10. So yeah, I'm going to give this a watch probably this Halloween. My favourite David Cronenberg movie, it's only the Blu-ray, but Crash. I might get the limited edition. I might get the 4K and then like put all the limited edition, like might get an extra disc case for the inside, like disc tray, and then make it like an ultimate edition. But yeah, this is my favourite David Cronenberg movie. I think it's really good. James Spader does a fantastic job, and just like the way it deals with like human psyche after crashes and what that does to a person and the freedom it does. It's fantastic. Yeah, Crash is really good. And my friend Moo actually recommended me reading the book. It's not even that long, to be fair. The Dimension Trilogy, really love this box set, done by the fantastic Matt Ziller on Instagram. I love the way it opens like that. It's a very unique release. It's very good. And some great films, to be fair. They're not even that long either. Another Daiei Studio sets of films. They did this before they did the Gamera films. Deep Red, the 4K. I kept this one because it comes with that the different cut on the movie, whereas like it doesn't come on the standard release, so that's why I kept this. It's also a good 4K transfer, to be fair. Also, I do really like that design. And then the artwork on there as well. Very nice. The limited edition of Demons, which opens up like an elevator or something like that. Not going to lie to you, don't really like these movies. I thought the first one was okay, and the second one was just extremely naff, and I didn't really enjoy it. This is just the Blu-ray edition. I've tried to sell this a couple of times, but CX can never seem to get the pricing down. They will always get the steelbook up of the old ones, and then they're like, I'm just like, yeah, well, this is a limited edition Blu-ray, mate. I don't even know. Donnie Darko 4K set. So basically, I wasn't going to upgrade from the Blu-ray set, but my back in the day, I only ordered the Battle Royale one, and my ex ordered Battle Royale and this for herself. And I remember being sat around her once, and I started going through this edition, and then yeah, I said fuck it, and I bought it because it was just really taking my fancy, and I'm really glad I have, because the 4K transfer is fantastic. And yeah, absolutely love this edition. Love the poster and the booklet as well. Versatile artwork there. Fantastic, and I think they did a really good job on the limited edition art as well. I like it. Grandma Death on there as well. Very fantastic. I need to put the poster up on the wall for this one. The Zavvi exclusive Dune. I went for this one as well. Went for this because David Lynch is one of my favourite directors. It's got the steelbook there. Wish I had different artwork on it, but yeah, no. I really do enjoy this David Lynch movie. I know a lot of people give it a lot of shit, but I really like 80s sci-fi movies, and because it has a David Lynch twist on it as well. I think the newer Dunes are better, but I really enjoy this movie. I remember showing this to my mate Jack from uni. We had the same birthday actually, and we watched this and he really enjoyed it as well. It was quite fun. The Female Prisoner Scorpion franchise here comes with Female Prisoner, 710, Scorpion, Jailhouse 41, Beast Stable, and 701's Grudge Song. Yeah, I really like the box. I like the artwork on this. Like, I've seen the limited edition version of this, but I actually prefer the colouring of this, if I'm honest. And the last thing to end the top shelf is I did order the limited edition set of this, but then it was that thing where Amazon were taking more pre-orders than they actually had editions, and then they just refunded my money for it. But I'm still happy with these, and that is the Gamma Ray collection of the Showa films, which is the 8 films in the Showa franchise, and, well, the 3 films from the Heisei era and the 1 from the Millennium era. But if you put them together, Matt Ziller did the artwork on these as well, and I love these sets. I love these movies so much. I obviously prefer the Heisei trilogy, but I still have such a great fun with the Showa eras. I don't really like Gamma vs. Zigra is my least favourite. I know that's controversial over Super Monster, which is just basically a clip show. But yeah, no. I really enjoy these first 6 films. And yeah, I love all of the films in the Heisei box set as well. But yeah, fantastic. Absolutely adore these sets. I've got those the wrong way around, but still. Yeah, really, I'm still very happy to have these. These might be my favourite releases in this collection. I keep saying that about a lot of things because Arrow do such a good job. That's why they're my favourite boutique label, because I just absolutely adore them. Anyway, that's the top shelf. We've got 2 more cubes and a half to go, and then we're done. Hooray! So we're here for the final part of the video. We've got the last couple of shelves here. We're just going to rattle on through them because we've been talking for quite a while now, haven't we? So first of Arrow Video edition was the standard Blu-ray release of the Hellraiser trilogy here. Yep. I had the DVDs for that fair few, almost 10 years before this. Then moved to uni and I saw this. And I was like, do you know what? Because when I first moved up to uni, before I moved to uni, I started collecting Blu-rays, and this was one of my first purchases while here. Yeah, very happy to have this in the collection. Love this, and I keep this because it's got a featurette that isn't transferred onto the next release, which is the 4K release of the Hellraiser first 4 films, the Quartet of Torment. Absolutely adore this set. I had to have this in my collection. Massive Hellraiser fan, and yeah. I couldn't go without. I love this box set, and look at the size of this bloody booklet, and I love the fold out. I mean, I wish it came with one poster. I wish just one poster would have been nice, but apart from that, absolutely adore this set. Yeah, fantastic. Love having this in my collection. Absolutely adore Hellraiser. I already talked about this, but I did get the 4K limited edition of Hills of Eyes, because I actually quite enjoy this movie. I wanted the limited edition. But yeah, transfer, not too much different, a little bit cleaner here and there, but overall, yeah, very standard. But I just wanted the limited edition, basically. I might trade in the standard edition, and then if I can find the Blu-ray limited edition of number 2, then probably sell that and then have 2 of these, because I want them together. That's probably why I keep the original Blu-ray, but also they don't come with Blu-ray discs, the 4Ks, do they? The standard release of the House collection here. Do really enjoy these films. Well, the first 3 I really enjoy. I like number 1. Number 2 is fantastic. Number 3 was pretty enjoyable. And number 4 is so piss poor. It's one of the worst Arrow videos I've ever seen. The reason I keep this box set, because I did the math, and basically the 3 films on standard amrays are the same size as this, and I quite like this box set. Quite like the down the side there, the different colours. But yeah, really do enjoy the House collection. I would recommend the first 3. I really enjoy them. Yeah. But number 2 is my favourite, even though it's basically a kid's movie. It's fantastic. Blind Buy, Major Dundee. This is really good. Really good Charlton Heston performance. And Richard Harris is also fantastic in this. Basically a Western. A very Sunday afternoon movie. Watched this for the first time on this release. Was a Blind Buy. Fantastic. And actually it was on TV once when I went back to my family's, my aunt and granddad. We watched it together, and they really enjoyed it as well. And I really enjoyed the rewatch as well. Yeah, would recommend Major Dundee, and I really like this edition. I think it's really nice, and the digipacks are also quite nice as well. Yeah, very happy with this blind buy. It's probably one of my favourite blind buys actually. Did a review for this, I'll link it. The fantastic Psycho collection, the original 4 films on 4K. If you want to know my thoughts and opinions, I'll link the video below, but there you go, very nice. And lovely booklet, lovely edition. Yeah, one of my favourite limited edition box sets in my collection. I just love these. I love these slips as well, but yeah. Want to check out an in-depth review and thoughts on the films, then I'll link it below. But yeah, really enjoy the Psycho collection. Fantastic. As I said, I did have this on Blu-ray, but I got the 4K Phenomena because it comes with an extra cut that isn't on the Blu-ray. Like I've said enough about it, but yeah, might keep it, might not, don't know. We'll have to give it a rewatch. It really wasn't my favourite Argento film. The standard Ring collection box set here with the Ring 1, 2 and 0. Really like 1. Number 2 is pretty interesting, and number 3, I think I need to give it a rewatch, but I do remember sort of enjoying it. I'm not too sure, but yeah, Ring 0 needs a rewatch. But yeah, really enjoyed the first 2. But yeah, also I like the white of this box set because it really pops on the shelf. It really stands out. Quite like that. I like a box set that stands out. I have the 4K, but I have the Blu-ray limited edition of RoboCop. This was the first edition I got because it was on offer in one of the Arrow sales, and I was like, I've got to pick that up, give that a watch, and instantly fell in love with the movie once I watched it. But yeah, love that original artwork there. Love the poster. Yeah, what a fantastic edition right here. Absolutely love this. RoboCop's fantastic, like I said already. 2 Italian crime films here, Road Cops and Racketeers, which is The Big Racketeer and The Heroin Busters. Big fan of Italian crime thrillers, so I bought this off the back of another release we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, no, I still have yet to watch these 2 movies, but I do really love this artwork. Sometimes I even forget I have this. Maybe it's up for a watch soon. The Vincent Price 6 Gothic Tales here, which are all films based on Edgar Allan Poe films. I did originally have this, sold it off, and then I got it again in an Arrow sale. The first one I got in an Arrow sale as well because it comes down from 50 quid to 25, and I think 6 films for £25 on Arrow is pretty good. It's a £5 for a pop. One of my favourite 4K limited edition releases as well, that is Tremors. Again, artwork done by Matt Zilla. It's fantastic. I really love this edition. I'm really glad I managed to snag the 4K limited edition. Because this and Crash came out at the same time, and Crash sold out, whereas this luckily didn't. So yeah, lovely had this in my collection. Really love the poster, which is like the anatomy of the graboids. Yeah, love this artwork. Great 4K transfer as well. Kevin Bacon's great in it. And then recently, if you saw in my big collection video when I came back, I did pick up Tremors 2 Aftershock. I got this on the 4K limited edition as well. Went for this one even though the Arrow shop exclusive was available in the orange, but I kind of like the green to differentiate there. Again, same basic, similar sort of content as well, but I've yet to see this movie. I've heard it's quite fun. But yeah, that's Tremors 2. Tremors 2. True Romance, fantastic Tony Scott movie, great Tarantino script, fantastic cast with Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, Christopher Walken, what's his face, he plays Tony Soprano's in this as well. Amazing film. It's really, really good. Would really recommend it. The 4K transfer Arrow did was fantastic, and this was a blind buy on the limited edition, and I'm really glad I got it because it's a fantastic movie. I haven't watched this in a while. I'm going to give it a rewatch because, yeah, really fucking good film. Really good film. The Wolf of Wall Street limited edition. Didn't get the 4K. This is just the Blu-ray. Absolutely love the film. Love Martin Scorsese, but yeah. I know the limited edition content is just the Blu-ray stuff, so I might pick up the 4K and put the discs in this. But yeah, that is the Wolf of Wall Street. I've yet to open it yet, but I haven't. I'd probably do it when I next do a Martin Scorsese run through, which I seem to do quite a lot recently. One of my favourite standard box sets as well is the Vengeance trilogy, 3 films by Park Chan-wook, which is Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, and Lady Vengeance, which is, yeah, really love these films. Absolutely love it. It's probably I love Old Boy, Lady Vengeance, but I think Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance is my favourite. It's I like the more quiet motif because the main character is deaf and dumb. But yeah, all 3 of these films are fucking stellar in my opinion. Absolutely love these films. I would recommend, if you're a fan of Korean cinema, please get this box set and give it a watch because it's fantastic. brilliant. Like I said about Italian crime thrillers, this was the one that made me get the last box set, which was the Years of Lead box set. Again, this was a blind buy, and I really enjoyed this box set as well. I think it got, like, I enjoy it from the first film, obviously, and then go along, but I think as they go along, they get better. And yeah, I really like this box set. I really like the artwork. I love the slip, and I feel it feels very like Indicator-esque. But yeah, no, this is a great box set. Really love this. I think I want to give it a rewatch eventually as well. Maybe I'll do an Italian crime evening or week when I watch this and watch the other two films. But yeah, really like this box set. Glad to have the limited edition instead of the standard edition. And the final box set was a Christmas gift from my ex, which is the Yaogwai Monsters collection. These films are by Dai Studios as well. The last one is done by, I think it's done by Takashi Miike. Yep, Takashi Miike directs the last one as well. But yeah, really like this box set. I'm really glad to have the limited edition set as well. Yeah, haven't watched these yet, but they're in my to watch list as well. I told you, there's still loads of Arrow films I haven't seen in this, but yeah, still very glad to have this limited edition box set because I really love the artwork on that. Yeah, fantastic. That is my Arrow video collection all done, folks. That is it. Thank you for sticking through to the end. If you have, you're a fucking legend. Love you. Yeah, but out of all these, what do you think is the? You think Ash watch that one immediately? Is there any Arrow videos that I haven't got in my collection that you think you need to get that in your collection and give that a watch? I think you'd like it. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, so cheers for watching. Hope you have a great day, great evening, great whatever time of the day it is. Enjoy the rest of your week. I've been your boy, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.